Welcome everybody to the 2020 school year for Honors Chemistry. My name is Kevin Dirksen and I will be your Honors Chemistry teacher for this entire year. I am super excited to get started with you guys. I have lots of things in place for us to make a very exciting and fun year. Obviously, it'll be a little different with the distance learning and the hybrid model that we're currently working under. But I hope that I have things in place to make it a very enriching year for you guys and teach you guys lots of wonderful things. All right. We're going to keep this video kind of short. Just going to say hi and point you in the direction to find some information if you would like to see that. And then for my parents and guardians, you guys can see those things. And for my students, I will have a longer video for you to help you get rolling into the school year shortly. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to point you towards is on our website. Where would you access some information? Okay, this is our general resources and support under our site, and if you open that folder up, you're going to find all your district level type of one-on-one parent-student resources here, and also the course syllabus. Okay, so I will also provide a link to this syllabus sent along with this video to our parents and guardians, so you can read through the syllabus, can ask me any questions you have or that kind of stuff. But this is where the syllabus lives. It is a Google Doc, so once you have the link, you have it forever. Also, okay. You also can see our essential learnings here inside this general resources folder. In this class in particular, we're going to be using Schoology as our vehicle, which we all do now. Just so you have a little bit of background on myself, I was one of the Schoology beta teachers 6 or 7 years ago, so I am very familiar with it, and I have used it extensively in all my classes for the past 5 years. So this is not a new adventure for me using this piece of software. Also, I use a lot of my curriculum through video lessons at home already, and I've done that for the past 5 or 6 years also. So again, it is not new to me to be creating video lessons for student use at home and then using the in-class time for supplemental stuff, enrichments, activities, and those kind of things. It'll obviously be different this year because my in-class time is longer and more spaced out. But the basic model of how I run the class is not really that different than in a normal year, except for the amount of time I get to be in front of students, which is a bummer because that's my favorite part of teaching is being in front of the kids. So we're going to make it work though. All right. The other two folders you're going to see here is the beginning of a structure you're going to see the whole year. You have the beginning of the year material that we'll be working our way through, and then our first module of information. Okay. In a typical week, what students should expect to see in my class is 3 at-home assignments of some sort. There will be one assignment in addition to that that will have some sort of in-class component to it, or will somehow be bridged in through the Zoom lessons that we're doing with our distance learners. Okay, there may or may not be an assessment during a week, but a typical week in terms of workload, you can expect 3 assignments that are done at home. You can expect one assignment that probably will start in the classroom or start via the Zoom session that we do for our distance learners and possibly cascade into more homework later on that day. Okay. With that, we will have assessments. We will not be doing a week-to-week calendar. So you notice this doesn't say week 1. We are not doing that in chemistry. Trying to do that loss of flexibility that I feel that we need to cover the concepts into their best abilities. So you can expect that pattern to happen every week, but a module might take us 2 weeks, it might take us a week and a half, it might take us 3 days in terms of how long it takes before I assess you. We will assess students every module, which will be more often than in a typical school year. So we're breaking the content down into smaller pieces to help with pacing and flow. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. If you have interest in the breakdown of the course, please take a look at my syllabus. That's going to kind of give you an idea about that. You have an idea of how the course works. Everything I do will run through the Schoology platform. All my assignments, all my assessments, everything. In addition to that, I am going to show you one more piece of information, and it actually is in my syllabus, so I'm going to open that up for you to see that. And this is one thing I want all my parents to know, all my guardians to know, all my students to know, and that is, how do you get a hold of me? Okay. I think that communication is the most important piece of learning, and especially in a year where I'm not going to see my students every day. I'm only going to see them once a week in person, and some people just through Zoom. That communication piece is harder. Here's my email. You can always message me through Schoology, and here's my cell phone number also. Okay, so feel free to call me, to text me, whatever you need to get a hold of me. If there's any struggles that we're having, really the best way to resolve that is through communication. And I'm going to be here with you to help you work through any issues that you may have. But if I don't know what's happening, if I'm not part of that communication piece, I can't be there to help you. Okay? So please, please, please do that. Take a look at the rest of the syllabus if you are so inclined. And if you have any questions about the school year, please send me an email, shoot me a text, or whatever you need to, and I will help you out as we go forward. Okay? I'm going to end this video here now. There will be a much longer one for my students to watch that goes through all the ins and outs of this, how the units are going to look, what the assessments are going to be like, the expectations. But that really is a video for my students because it is their responsibility as honors learners to kind of do that and then communicate that back to the parents. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.